The first wealth is health. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Traders are loving it. Something to flush out weak hands. Shorts and longs being liquidated, right? $10,000 yesterday, $9,000 today, $9,300 right now. The anticipation of the supply and demand issue. People are pointing their indicators all over the place, talking about these hedge funds and grayscales and, miners and everybody under the sun, right? Telling you why it's going to all catch up. There's going to be a large pump. The fiat price of Bitcoin is going to go shooting to the moon, and it's going to be worth over this $10,000 barrier that we haven't been able to cross. Then they're saying that it's never going to come back. Heard that tale a time or two, right? We just watched it happen again. It's about adoption. It's about awareness. I'm really digging the ideal that as people are out there protesting right now, that this movement has started to expand beyond the original message and started including the fact that Bitcoin is the escape for the fiat system, which is the overall control to hold everybody down. And who's here on our sidelines, manning the chat, working the computer, and being sexy as hell? My co-host, Sammy.
Good evening, everyone. That wasn't a creepy intro.
Hey, well, I've been, trying to let everybody know that you're beautiful so that I can get those brownie points.
But see, then beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So,
let their imaginations run wild.
What if I'm an uggo? You never know. Right? Yep. Think about that one.
What do we got going on? Do we got anybody hanging out with us? Is there someone in the chat? Are we ranting and raving out here with all our chickens in the middle of the wood about how we got to hoard up some Bitcoin? Because we got to hoard up some of that Bitcoin because that fiat system is going to fall down, and the only thing that's going to get you by is your moonshine still.
I wonder whatever happened to the Bitcoin butters.
I don't know. They're probably off doing their comedy. I'm real sure, mad that they got involved in EOS and XRP.
Yeah. They did get screwed-ish. Okay, so BTC Moon Guy, he says, yo, Bitcoiners. Hello.
BTC Moon Guy, nice. I'm glad that you made it. I'm glad that you make me not a crazy person out here in the woods.
Zaza is also here.
Zaza, my man. I'm glad that you are here, my friend. Definitely still digging the mask as we're being forced to wear them. Samantha had to wear it today, heading into the gas station.
I'm not exactly. I guess it's like if
the signs make her nervous. If they got a lot of signs on the door, she feels like she has to.
Dude, when you have to pee, and if it's me peeing or not peeing, depending on a face mask, I'm gonna have one just in case. That's not when you turn around, man. And you have to be like, I have one, just, like 30 feet away in the parking lot. All right. So just learned Bitcoin. Daniel's
buddy,
here.
nice.
Paul Rouleau is here. Oh, hi, Paul. John from Malibu.
Nice, my man. I'm glad that you're here. You guys all hit the thumbs up. Share this video out. Maybe we can get some more of our friends out in the chat because sometimes YouTube doesn't push the notification. We see all the time that YouTube's shadow banning and getting rid of people out there. I would really want you guys to go follow UK. Wait, how did they change his name to?
It's now UK Bitcoiner.
Yes, UK Bitcoiner. He's paired up with Daniel. They got a great website out there.
Yes. He needs more followings because
because YouTube took his channel away. We got to help at least get him back to where he was. They're not going to win, right? And that's why is because there's more of us. And we're relentless.
I mean,
I'd rather get up and keep fighting every day than give up every day and go to work.
Oh, God.
that sounds like
stupid.
Losing.
All right, John from Malibu says that his boy turned 20 yesterday. What?
Whoa, nice. I'm feeling you. Eugene's done with school. I see that the governor is saying that all schools are going to be back at full capacity here in August.
Yes.
So, we're looking at 50, 60 days until school will be starting up, and we are looking at anywhere between 20 and 30 children crammed in a classroom together, right?
I mean, I have no clue how they're gonna do it. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna enforce like how the dinings, like rooms and stuff.
Everyone
and
has to wear a mask at school.
No,
now,
or
public
and
education,
like
you have to wear a mask.
one seat apartness, but then it's like, how do they?
I wonder if that helps the
compensate
ugly kids. If everybody has to wear a mask.
Dude, you
I wonder.
just make a
I
lot.
wonder
you
if
just put a lot of
braces
eye
will
makeup
become a
on.
thing of the past then.
No, everybody will have them. Like, we'll come out of this shit with like perfect teeth. Like, everybody will have perfect teeth. They'll be glistening white because, like, the entire time under the mask, you just under construction. It's the
Under
drunk pod.
construction. Nice.
And
I love
no
it.
one
I
even
love it.
No one even
Well,
knows.
I do have a little bit of Bitcoin news to be able to spark some conversation, but as always, it's all about you guys, right? It's about getting out here. It's about talking, this round table discussion that we have. I want to know what you guys are thinking. I want to know what you guys are feeling about the markets. I want to know if you're losing money and you feel real bad about trading, because these are the stories that keep people from losing lots of money, right? I'd rather learn from someone else's mistake than learn from my own mistakes. I've learned the hard way enough, right?
That's all we have is the hard way. I don't even know. Is there another way? Is it not super like...
Well, Bitcoin is starting to show us
catastrophe?
another way, making smart decisions, right? Planning for the future, savings actually being worth something.
Being able to save savings.
Oh, save savings.
It's a thought, which sadly before this, I mean, I know that, it was ridiculous. We would try to save like $1,000 type deal and stuff, and it would not, that is not happening. Like, there would be like 6 things that came up in the 1 month that took it all away. And it was like, wow, cool.
So we got something going on the Ethereum network.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, I don't know. What do you do here? What happened? We got 2 transactions. One was sent out yesterday at 10, whatever the universal time is. So I don't know whenever that is our time.
Okay, UTC-ness.
Yeah, so I guess if we're going to go with UTC, I guess we'll call this 10. I don't know if they went with 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. It just said 10 UTC. But all right. So we got a transaction, 0.55 ETH. So about $133 was sent to another address. But the fees, I don't know, fat finger, or if they're trying to like launder money, but we got 10,666 Bitcoin used as the transaction fee, which is about $2.6 million. We got...
That is a huge...
Yeah.
Like, what?
It looks like it was almost backwards, right? Like you wanted to send 0.55 ETH as the transaction fee as you send 10,666 ETH. And you wanted it to happen quickly, and we know the ETH prices and on the, I don't know how you say it, Gua, or whatever.
I think it's like that evil, like the death metal band, like Guar. Like
Guar.
that's what I think of. Like, you know.
Yeah, the Guars are high today. But yeah, so they went to a Spark pool. It's a Chinese mining pool. And they went and like distributed the funds to their members.
6 freaking million. Okay.
I mean... When you talk about that, the conspiracy, tinfoil, black hat stuff, hackers, like the black
hackers.
Yeah. This is how laundered Bitcoin and cryptocurrency moves. Like, but to say and predict and to know that a block is going to be mined and who's mining it, that's a real...
Right. Where does it go? I mean, yes, all of the...
I mean, because if you can say that, then you can indicate a lot of things that are about to happen with Bitcoin. So somehow this happened, right? Now we got another transaction happening Thursday at 4 UTC. This one a little bit bigger. 350 ETH was sent to an address, but the same exact fee, 10,668 ETH. But Ethereum mining pool was the miner who was able to receive this.
Okay.
All right. Now, this address that's going ahead and sending all of this money as the high fee amount, they do know what they're doing because they're constantly sending out transactions, right? They have
so this wasn't like they're like...
They're sending out transactions with normal amounts of fees for like 50 cents or so per transaction. And they got about $11 million in there right now after these 2 transactions of $2.6 million, leading to believe that this is, it was just passing through. That this is a service.
Okay. I mean, that's just a crap load. And then, I mean, I could go with the, okay, you're stupid, like clause. Yes, okay, like maybe you really did it. But then the fact that they are able and capable of making normal transactions with normal fees. I don't know.
Well, I mean, this isn't the first time that Spark Pools had an incident that was similar to
Was
this.
it a month or two ago?
No, it was a while back that there was another one where there was a large mining fee. And what they did is the person was tracked down and they split it 50-50 back with them because they are saying that that was a fat finger.
Oh, so they really did hit a couple extra zeros or something in that equation?
Yeah, but I mean, this one's a little like too much of a red flag warning for me to want to say.
Are they at the same time? Are they like
way.
Day or night drinkers? Like maybe it's not fat fingers. Maybe it's like this is when their sobriety is like off. You know, I don't know because it is. I would say it would be a mistake. I mean, I could accept that. Yes, I mean that it's. I mean, if they're capable of doing it like 90% of the time, why are these two special if it's not shady as hell? Yeah,
I don't have answers
we
on
don't
it.
know.
I mean, this
I
is
know.
another one of these standard things where there are plenty of mysteries in crypto on what's happening.
Yeah, we
and
never
that's,
are
you
gonna
know,
know
as part of
all
the
it.
pseudo-anonymity. We don't know who is sending it. We don't know who the receiving address is. We don't really know anything, but we do know that the transactions are on the blockchain.
Yes.
We do see the amount. We do see the fees. And we do know that Chainalysis and Coinbase and everyone else under the sun is working with the government to try to get them as much data as possible in order to track this stuff down. So I do believe in the privacy that comes with this. And I'm constantly talking about how I try to exercise my monetary sovereignty by hopping, right? You hop your Bitcoin around or address to address to address, every so often. And it just keeps it safe, right? Causes distractions, distortions, whatever you'd like to call it or label it. It wasn't I bought it at Coinbase and then moved it to this address and then it sat here for 5 years.
Yes. it would look slightly different, like after, yes. Yeah. All right.
We keep hearing about Wasabi Wallet and CoinJoin and how they are definitely mixing quite a few Bitcoin over there. We've seen reports from the European Interpol police about them trying to not only teach their agents how to use CoinJoin, but saying that unless you're doing CoinJoin wrong, that they can't undo it. Like they can't backtrack it.
Yes. Unless you are really somehow not finishing or doing whatever. I mean, really.
I mean, this is great to be able to see privacy coming back onto the base layer. I mean, but just like, Craig Wrong and being blasted out there on the blockchain, we do need more on-chain scaling. So
I got to put it to that man. He is like, I mean, he is as psychotic as you can get, I guess, because I really do think he believes like all of what he's got going on.
So what do we got going on in the chat? What are you guys thinking about this? I mean, do you think that this is some sort of money laundering, or do you think that this is some sort of payoff, fat finger?
Well, Zaza said whoopsie, so whoopsie daisy. So obviously you know Zaza. So what were you buying or not buying or paying off? But if it's like hush money to other, I mean, who knows? See, it could be so much down the rabbit hole. There's so many rabbit holes. Like, it's just, I don't know. I would say that there has to be a reason. Are we ever going to know the actual reason? Probably not, because that's the great thing about cryptocurrency is they don't even ask. There's not even a comment memo part of that where it's like, and what are you using this transaction for? Yes, please check one of the boxes. They don't care. They don't care.
Right, you're not going to get a phone call from your bank saying, this is a little bit larger than your standard transaction. Is everything okay on your end?
Are we good? Just tap on the phone if you are in need of assistance. Our Raptorman is here.
Our Raptorman, thanks, buddy, for coming out.
Hello to me and you. Hello, our Raptorman.
Hitting the thumbs up, you guys, helps. Sharing this video out on your own social media helps as well. Of course, we're just continuing to try to keep the discussion going, trying to tell people about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And, like we're hearing from the protesters, it's not about going out and staking the house or, getting a title loan for your car or whatever to buy a bunch of Bitcoin.
I don't know if they do that anymore, okay?
I don't know. I was trying to think of crazy stuff.
I mean, like, yes, like the payday loan kind of like, yeah.
I don't know. Whenever I think crazy stuff, I always think of like Buddies and Errands. Like that's the first one I think.
I mean, that's
like,
the first
are
thing.
You crazy? Like, oh yeah, you go to Buddies and Errands and try to get things.
Yeah, you get that TV, right? Yes, yes. Triple the cost. Josh says Scooby-Doo would figure this mystery out. Scooby-Doo would. Okay. Oh, man. And at the end, they pull off the mask. And it's metallic. Ah!
No, it's not metallic. It's Craig wrong.
Oh, my
God. So cryptocurrency space is a wonderful place, right? Everybody gets to do whatever they want around here. And of course, we have the bad players, right? We have the hackers, the people that are saying that we're intelligent. And if you're not, we're going to just take what's yours. Survival of the fittest, strong over the weak, right? America and the rest of the world has made things too docile where the strong are not rewarded for their intelligence. So they're out hacking. We got... I don't even know. That's how I'm going to run into this. We got the SpaceX YouTube hack is what we're going to call it. But that's technically not what happened. They went and hacked 3 different
2 or 3 YouTube
channels that had large numbers of subscribers.
Pretty large. Like they were saying one was like 230 something thousand. So I mean that's definitely large for like, I mean,
right.
Yes. That was a lot of people.
So they went out and they hacked these 3 YouTube channels, and they went and renamed them SpaceX and SpaceX YouTube and stuff like that. And they started copying what was happening on the SpaceX and pretended to be live, and then started having giveaways. You know, those stupid ones that none of us fall for anymore, where it's like, send us a little bit of your Bitcoin or ETH. Well, Bitcoin in this case, and we'll send you back more. Send me 10, I'll send you 20, you send me 20, I'll send you 50 type deal.
It's just like every horrible like site ever where the scrolling side is, if you click anything, I mean, yes, you're pretty much
Well, it took YouTube a couple days in order to figure out what was going on here, you know, with their YouTube policies and all this other stuff. It started running June 8th, right? And it ran for 2 days, and in the 2 days they actually got up to 80,000 subscribers. Not subscribers, but views. Right.
Like viewers. Okay. 80,000 is a lot.
They were able to extort out of the YouTube viewers $150,000.
More. So not even $1 a person. More like $5 to $10 a person.
Almost
that
2.
They got.
Almost 2, because that would be it'd be 160,000 at 80,000 people.
Man,
so
are you crazy?
And I mean, they only put up 2 addresses. One address had 85 transactions coming in at 11.25 BTC. The other one had 37 transactions coming in at 5.51 BTC.
Okay.
Well, of course, you know, these addresses have been reported to the BTC abuse database.
I mean, what the good luck with that.
Yeah, I mean, now I'm just thinking, oh, well, of course, now you just go and coin join them. I mean, we see that what were the statistics that something like 30% of coins that are going into coin join.
Oh, yes.
Are coming from the dark markets.
Are coming from places that they are saying, ooh, we don't really. Yeah. They're like coming out of like the sub levels to like be mixed.
Well, I mean it would be CoinJoin, Lightning Network, you know.
I just find it so okay. So most of the hacks and things that happen to normal standard people are either them not paying attention to the actual writing, the titles, the
right. Okay. Yeah, that the email that it came from, the web address or whatever is altered.
Address, like cryptocurrency address, is altered, like that. So, I mean, people don't read anymore.
It's about practices, right? You have to get into a certain sense of habits when you are dealing with cryptocurrency, when you're dealing with your laptop or whatever. If you keep cryptocurrency on it, if you want to prevent these things, right? You can't just go, if you keep cryptocurrency on your laptop or on your smartphone, don't go around just willy-nilly opening up emails. You can just say goodbye to that.
I mean, yes.
I mean, right now you have to think, okay, if a hacker gets your valuable information, they steal your identity, all of this stuff, there's only 2 things that they can really go out there and do with it. If you have cryptocurrency, they can steal your cryptocurrency, or they steal your credit.
Yeah.
Right? Sometimes, very rarely, they can get access to your bank accounts and drain them.
I mean, I think that does take a lot more, and I think they need to know a little bit more. But yes.
But usually you hear about what happens from hackers. My cryptocurrency was stolen. They stole my credit.
I mean, this one is just like, I don't understand like how it took YouTube so long apparently to not realize that the 5 sites that were all SpaceX or whatever were not actually like it just seems like a conundrum to me as like our channels, like cryptocurrency channels, fringe channels are getting just taken out. You couldn't figure out that there was only one SpaceX and not 5.
I mean, it's the whole idea that YouTube is trying to use an algorithm. And the algorithm is not AI. It is not a person. It is not capable of indicating, this is quality cryptocurrency content. And this has every single red flag there is out there. To them, they can only read the words in print. And the words look the same.
Yeah, I guess, right? Because it would just be like SpaceX 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, yes.
It's the difference that me and you and our friends here, we're talking about changing the world for the better. And we're saying, hey, we'd love to make more money. We'd love to get up out of this poverty hole that we're in. But that is because we're in the trap. We're all in the trap. Everybody's in the trap. Everybody's saying this. I'm not naive enough to think that I'm going to get Bitcoin and within 1 month or 2 months, I'm going to turn $1,000 or $5,000 around into enough to live all the way until my life is over. Right? Once you think like that, you're not going to get it. It's not going to work. Cryptocurrency can help teach you good money management skills to help get you out of this. Right? But it's a tool that can help you do the work.
Saza says, seems like there would be a better ways to launder than high gas fees. Risky if somebody mined your block that your people were supposed to mine. That's what I was thinking too. It's like, I mean, I know you can like highly suggest push your stuff to certain stuff, but what if somebody does like swoop in and get it before? Then you're all like, that's I have to, let's just do that again. I mean, I don't know. It does.
Yeah, because I mean, all right. If you think that that's what's really happening, then it's like, all right, you're saying that Chainalysis does it like resets cryptocurrency that's paid as mining fees, right?
Mm-hmm.
As ownership in their logical algorithm. But
right,
the problem is
right.
that wouldn't you also put something in the algorithm to say transactional fees that are 100x above everyone else?
Right,
you should
have
flag.
like red flags, right? Like this should be just how you can't take more than like $2,000 out now, thanks to like national terroristness. Right. That yes, like how was there not like some giant flags where they were like, I don't know, somebody like a real person, a couple people, come look at this real quick. Should we let this go there?
Right. To me, I would think that would put you in the hot seat. There's probably a dozen people out there in the world that have put these 2 addresses on whale watch list kind of stuff. So when they're sending and receiving transactions, they're on a list. They're being watched. There's people that are monitoring this.
John from Malibu says, wait, those giveaways aren't legit?
John, I got a great one you can get involved with. Contact me after the show. My email's down below. So's a couple other social media platforms that I'm posting to.
Daniel says, send me Bitcoin and I'll send you a presidential Boeing. So obviously he won that raffle. So, I mean, come on now. Let's just look. There's so many things that we could give away wholeheartedly. Just a scrolling side panel. Come on.
I mean, I got these copper busts of Lincoln I can send you. $1 each. Great deal. 2 for $8.
All right. Where are we at? Ooh. So this says Bill Gates never sent me my Bitcoin. Bill Gates is never going to do your Bitcoin. He is one of the hoarders.
Well, I heard that Microsoft has they got the identity blockchain that they're trying, Ion or whatever. They're supposed to have their testnet is up and running. like yesterday or something.
Yeah,
and
yesterday or
they're
tomorrow. I mean, it's like
talking
sometime, like,
about
right
some
now.
COVID stuff that they wanted to mess around with. I started reading the article a little bit, and I was like, ugh. It's the same old crap about how they think asset and tie it to a blockchain. There's always a problem when you do that. So this ideal, but using blockchain as identity, and then they started trying to talk about COVID and all these other things, and it's like, it just sounds like labeling, right?
Daniel said that somebody got access to his credit card 2 nights ago.
Ooh.
What? And they tried to buy clothes. Well, I mean, that's what you do when you steal somebody, right? I mean, you gotta look good as you're being criminal and like felonied. I mean, yes.
I think the best are the ones that are on Facebook where you see something and it says, it'd be something like ridiculous that in real life would be like $5,000 or something. And they're like, it's $57.99. And then you see all these like hundreds of people underneath it that have like laughed at it and made angry faces and cry. But yet people still go and click on it and go to a website and put in their credit card information and wonder why they're not getting, the battery bike for $20 or the generator for $99 or whatever the hell it is.
Oh, Daniel said that they didn't get his Bitcoin though. See? All right.
You gotta love a transaction that's a push and not a pull.
MS Biddy is here. Hey,
MS Biddy, nice. I'm glad that you're here, my friend.
He said that he just had the most hellish time at T-Mobile using fiat currency. Oh, Daniel says it's just a picture of the presidential Boeing. Oh, see, that's completely legit then. I mean, come on.
Photographs like the real thing.
Oh, yes. I mean, right? It's exactly like the real thing. All right. He says fiat currency is considered. Oh, sorry. MS Biddy, Mike says fiat currency is considered dirty money by T-Mobile. And if you are outside the store and have cash, they won't take it while they are standing there with gloves and masks. But if you go inside their goddamn store with a mask, then they can take the dirty cash. Oh, is that now how it works? I love the loopholes that are happening. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to be like the one where they're like everybody else I mean, seriously, I've went into places where it has the thing saying you have to have a mask on and not a damn person but me has a mask on. But I know that if I don't go in there with a mask on, I will be the only one told to leave.
I don't wear one. I try not to.
Oh, that is...
I mean, the future is questionable, right? We see all of this money, right, that they dumped in. We see Americans not really paying their bills, right? And it doesn't really matter at this point in time because no one's going to get evicted. We see unemployment numbers huge. We see here in Florida, I can only speak of, we see that the Senate's getting involved, going to force the state to start trying to pay the unemployment instead of using this, the system's broken and we can't figure it out and not paying people.
Well, I mean, that was obviously all of Florida's excuse, so that worked well for them,
We see 60 days from now that they want it back to normal. Right. I mean, I don't see how they're thinking that they're going to stick 25 to 30 children in a small classroom with a teacher and then say that anything else is not okay. So let's check back in 6 months. Let's see where the price of Bitcoin is then. Let's see if people have started realizing that fiat cash is falling. Let's see if the supply and demand has started catching up with the anticipation of what people are expecting the fiat price to be. But today we're eyeing 9.3. So if you want to, need to, think you should pick up a little Bitcoin, maybe you should, right? Especially if you have extra cash. Because there's a lot of people right now that don't have a job. They don't know how they're going to pay the rent, their mortgage.
Yes. Right. There's a lot of people who really have no clue.
We're still hearing about people lining up for miles at food banks.
Yep.
Just to have something to eat, right? Now we're talking about survival. And we're talking about money, value, future, stuff like that. Glass is half full for us.
I mean, it is stupid, and I don't know. It's like everything is in between. I am very glad that I don't currently work for like an organization because yes, it would suck that like
Mhm.
You don't get choices. Okay, it is one thing. It is kind of beaten into us. Okay, like fine, you can't have purple hair, or you can't have piercings falling out your face. You
Tattoos,
can't
yeah.
have rings on if it's certain jobs or this or that. Okay, but now you're saying like at all points in times you have to have something over your face, which is really uncomfortable and hard to breathe.
You have to practice social distancing.
You have to wear latex
for
gloves
8 hours
or
a day,
non-latex
right?
gloves.
For 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, you now have to practice social distancing. Well, in a majority of jobs, you're putting yourself in jeopardy, because if they're saying that this is real because you have to practice these things and then putting you out in the public, but yet they don't want to pay you any extra money, but what they are paying you is barely enough to live off of. That while I'm sitting here with the mask, I think that a lot of people are going to wake up. They're going to be like, this doesn't make any freaking sense. COVID's a problem where I got to do this and I got to do that, but it's not enough of a problem where you're going to even help me out the jam I'm in and help me make the car payment where you set the bill, pay the rent where everyone else told me what it is, pay the insurance that now you tell me I have to have, even though I'm young and healthy, right?
Okay. MS Biddy says they thought I was insane trying to pay with dirty cash. Oh, it's the mindset setting in action to make people think fiat causes disease. I'm not saying that that's not that bad. I mean, that'll help our cause. Like, that will help the digital currency cause of... It's all stupid, though. It is all stupid. It is. I mean, whatever. All right. Zaza says schools in Michigan are going to try smaller classes and staggering class hours. See, that's what I was saying. They're going to have to work some stupid crap out. I don't know what it's going to be.
The public education system
something.
has been a joke since we were in public school, Samantha. So I couldn't imagine going to school now, let alone whatever they think they're going to do. They're already way overcrowded. The teachers are already underpaid and overworked. And half the time, the majority of the children that are there, it's like daycare, right? The kids aren't really there to learn. The parents could care less if the kids are there learning or not learning. It's more of like a zoo. And they're just trying to help the ones that want to learn if they can and maintain order.
Paul Rouleau thinks my under construction face mask is possibly a very profitable idea. Mm-hmm. I see. Okay, so I don't usually buy anything. I have been trying to break out, and there's a real problem that there is not a Sammy category. I am trying to find, like, I'll put an anime like this, or I'll put it this, because these are things that I like to try to get. There's no filter that helps me enough.
Example was the T-shirt that she found today. It said Tacosaurus.
Oh, Tacosaurus!
That was shaped like a dinosaur,
like a Stegosaurus. It was a Stegosaurus, but the middle, the whole body was a taco. How can you not love that?
That's a Sammy T-shirt.
Oh, or there was another one. It was a cactus in a pot, but it had a cat face with ears, and it said cactus. Cactus. I love it. I know I'm stupid. It is what it is, but yes, the problem is like, I don't know. I feel like
just do more stuff and Amazon will figure it out. They'll plan enough cookies and they'll get the algorithm on you.
I don't know if they will. Okay. Because I also get really tricky and I lie to my Google and everything else quite often. So, All right. So, Mike, MS Biddies, would say, but again, I work in the funeral business and it has never been slower in decades. COVID is all fake. I did one funeral in 7 weeks when I used to do 3 and 5 a week. No one here has any work in the Orange County Mortuary Association. And none of the morgues. And the morgues did not get filled. That is crazy. And that's also a super creepy, cool job. Like, ooh, what? All right. But that's kind of, okay. So as they're saying that, like, the death toll is right, where the hell are these bodies going then? Like, if they're not going to morgues, where are they going?
Special places, because they're
infected. Like bio-nest.
Yeah.
I got you. So they're going into like giant inferno nest.
It would be crazy to be able to look back in 10 years and say that this was the beginning of like some sort of, conspiracy theory to cover up the things that are about to unfold. But yeah, the ideal that the economic system has had problems, the fact that we said that because of political correctness, we needed to stop the world in order to help the sick and elderly do better in the situation of us having to cope with the pandemic. Now we're saying that because we stopped, we caused an economic crisis. And it's okay because we'll get up and going so quickly that it's only going to be a blink of an eye. Right? But we're really not getting back up and going that quickly. And when we do get up and going, it won't be like before because it's here and everyone has to wear a mask and stay
Everybody
6
is
feet
going
apart.
to be traumatized. We are emotionally scarred forever. Small children are now going to know what social distancing 6 feet apart is, okay?
I was saying that now because of it. I mean, does everybody in Florida get to say they have PTSD because of it?
And dude, I'm so gonna, yes. Why would you not? Why would you not?
And since everyone's pushing for the virtual doctor visit, do you just get to sit at the at your computer and be like, hey, doctor, I got PTSD because of all of this Corona stuff at the house, so can I get my weed card? Please.
Yeah, no, it's some shit over here. Can I please? just email that right over. whatever it takes. Oh.
Well, they're doing no contact, I had read in the newspaper from the Gainesville dispensary. So
right. Daniel says yummy tacos. And then he says, I think I'd rather think of tacos than the biopsy I'm getting done on Saturday. Oh. Okay, first off, I hope everything is okay, and I hope they don't have to take out a big chunk, because that stuff's not cool.
Yeah.
I had to have girl inside biopsy stuff, and that stuff was not cool. So I know it's not going to be cool. And I would so think of tacos instead of that.
All right. I think I filled a couple of sprinkles there, Samantha. We should go ahead and start. Oh my God, we should go ahead and start wrapping this up. Of course, you guys are the most important part of the show, so please let us know what you're thinking. Let us know what you got going on over there in the comments. That is Samantha's main purpose on pointing around here. As always, I want to let you guys know that we're totally a not-for-profit organization. None of this money goes back into our pockets in any way. We got to say thank you for all of the money that you guys donated through the AdSense and to the Tally Fund when we had it not that long ago.
Yes.
But we're still working on it. We see that some events may possibly be coming up towards the end of this year. We are looking at one that could be the day after Christmas, the 26th and the 27th.
So hard when your dreams get stomped on. It's like, no, this was a plan.
Besides all that, we are still going to continue to keep bringing you at least 2 episodes per week like we have been. We do have a family vacation that we just went ahead and started booking because we've been going at it pretty hard around here. We're going to go ahead and take a couple of days off. We might bring you guys along. I think that it might be fun to pop out on the beach with you guys because we're heading down to the Keys. We're not going too far. We're just going in our backyard. It's been a while, so let's go down there. Let's have a couple of drinks. Let's have some fun in the sun.
Oh, I got an awesome bed and breakfast thingy. There's a whole bunch of like ghost like Tories and like walk around crap. And there's like, oh yeah.
So, but we're doing this for the 4th of July weekend.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you guys aren't doing anything, because there's no fireworks anywhere.
Yeah, fireworks are canceled everywhere, so we're going to go.
Man, come hang out with us.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll find some, like, cool place to, like, be in front of or behind or near. Something for you guys to look at besides you. Because it won't be me.
So do we got anything in the chat over there, Samantha?
Well, Paul Orlo says that he knows a lot of nurses in 3 hospitals here, and the wards have stayed mostly empty. So we have California and we have New York, who are were supposed to be like the 2 hardest hit, and both of them were like, oh, so this isn't quite like what they were saying.
I'm never one to fan the fire of conspiracy theories, but I don't, it does. Lots of people are starting to say these things, right? And then, I mean, from what I'm also hearing is that in New York, nurses are having to get tested a couple times a week to see if they have COVID, if they deal with the elderly patients.
Yeah, because you have a bunch of like people from your hometown that actually, yes, like a lot of the girls just went to become like senior care nurses and stuff. And yes, that's what they're bitching about is that like, I mean, and you're right. Like, it's like, well, which one? Because the one that goes up your nose is like supposed to be like they touch your brain type feel.
They touch your brain.
Well, I'm just saying, I don't know if I want you coming at a Q-tip through my sinus cavity twice a week for my shitty job. Like, you know what I
For
mean?
my shitty job. I'll take that unemployment check and say that this was due to, stress or whatever. I had to leave.
Like, no, I don't do cocaine. I'm a nurse. Oh, really? That's why you have no membrane between toes anymore?
Well, they stick a stick up there like this long twice a week.
I swear to God, I told Todd he touched something. Nope. I mean, I don't even know. Yes. Like, I guess I'm just very happy that I do not work for places that make me do retarded things.
Well, I could start.
Oh, shut up. I don't even know, because see, housekeeping, they don't care, because I mean, they know you're touching horrible things and you're not there when people are there. You're on the out, like, yeah. So it's like it could be a 50-50 on if they made me wear face masks.
All right. So do we got any more in the chat over there, Samantha? Or we're going to be signing off for the evening?
MSBDC says, from my perspective. Okay, from my perspective, this was an Alice in Wonderland nightmare. I know. I mean, I don't know. See, that's it. Okay, so in 10 years, we'll know if like Corona, like if it was made by somebody, if it was real, if it was important, if this was all some like, I mean, remember the fire drills and the tornado watches and the stuff and all the stuff that as a child that you had to like go get under the desk, or you had to like go into the gym. Sick joke. Trumpist, like, sickest joke ever.
All right, you guys. I appreciate you coming out here, hanging out with us live. Once again, continuing to talk about Bitcoin, trying to spread that awareness, trying to show people what red flags are. It does seem like the educational barrier is the biggest difference between getting burned and not getting burned here in the cryptocurrency space. And it really sucks that time and getting burned are the two easiest ways to figure this out. The hardest way is to hang out here on Bitcoin and Coffee and listen to all of us tell you what not to do.
Or just about random shit, apparently, because that happens often. Well, that's because I'm here.
All right, you guys. I want you to go home. I want you to have a great night. Remember that all of this is a special time, right? Because you're alive, you're living, your family's there, and it's all going to be great because you get to wake up tomorrow and do it again. Remember to keep that BTC safe, guys. Later.
Bye, guys.